We're going to be talking about GALA. If you want to talk about dead token, let's talk about GALA. We're going to be doing live technical analysis on GALA. I'm going to hand it over to Crypto Papi.
All right. We have GALA paired with Tether. Weekly time frame data is coming in from Binance. And oh my gosh, if this doesn't have dead token written all over it, look at this. Look at this movement here. Huge movement to the upside.
Whoa.
What's that? 84 cents, say 85 cents. And it's currently at 0.00311. Oh my goodness. But again, let's zoom in. This may look crazy. Let's zoom in and look at relevant price action. Looks like I have a horizontal ray drawn there from the last live stream at 26 cents, just about 27 cents. And let's take a look at that level, why I have that drawn. That's just a point before it went absolutely turned into a red waterfall movement to the downside. That's just showing me where the wick could eventually get filled, where price eventually needs to fill, potentially, if it, price starts to move up that way. Then it looks like I have a trend line drawn from March 4th, 2024. First touch point, second touch point is December 2nd, 2024. And we just have that extended out to the right. It looks like we really haven't made any attempt quite yet to approach those levels. We don't have a Fibonacci drawn because, as you can see, it really hasn't done much of anything. And if I were to draw Fibonacci, I would start it here from this most recent high. You could see here it just kind of pumps up, dumps down, goes sideways, pumps up, dumps down, goes sideways. Now it's pumping to the downside, even though it was just a wick, but have filled that wick, right? When we dump down, you see the wick that it formed here. October 6, 2025, made a crazy wick before getting bought back up. But eventually, just like I said with that previous level, eventually the wicks get filled. And that's what it did. That's what it's been doing the past couple months. Quite a few months. That's what it's been doing for a while now. Since we don't really have a Fibonacci plotted, let me do a horizontal ray just on these lows, at least so we can measure a few points. Let's do horizontal ray. And here I'm just looking at the bottom of these wicks. I'm looking at the candle bodies as well. I like these two candle bodies here. Then if I look to the left, it lines up with that wick. So you know what? Let's do that. Let's do these two candle bodies here. We have that extended out to the right. Then I guess let's do one slightly lower with these wicks here, even though these levels are going to be awfully close. I guess, yeah, it's pointless because they're almost identical. Let's see one more over top. Let's look in these levels here. So let's get the horizontal ray out. You could see what I'm looking at. Just look at the horizontal crosshairs here. Looking at the bottom of these two, then I'm seeing where everything else lines up in correspondence with that versus dropping it maybe to that wick here. So I'm looking at the bottom of this red wick here. Then I'm looking at these candle bodies. So we could definitely plot that there, but let me plot it from the left. So it's the bottom of this wick here. Boom, let's lock that into place just to give us some guidance of where we could start approaching when GALA starts moving up to the upside. So from current price, roughly current price, to the first blue horizontal ray is 273% movement to the upside. From current price action to the next horizontal ray is 348% movement to the upside. And from current price to the trend line, which is going to act as resistance when we do approach it, is 659% movement to the upside. So how much capital would it take? How much buy power would it take to get us there? I don't know, because I don't know the statistics with GALA. I don't know how many tokens are out there in the circulating supply, but that's a decent setup. I would definitely, let's see when this was listed on Binance was September 20th, 2021. So it has, it's approaching 5 years on Binance. So we are looking at a lot of data when we do look at this chart. But I mean, the way that it has melted has been insane. Oh, you're on my chart.
Oh, sorry.
You're good.
No, go ahead.
So the way that this has happened has just been crazy, that it's just waterfalled effect. I would definitely, if I'm heavily invested in GALA, which I'm not, and this isn't financial advice, I would go back to, this time frame here, late March 2022, look through Etherscan and see who caused that sell-off. Was it the team? Was it insider info? I would just want to find why all those tokens were dumped on the market. And then I would like to see who has bought up those tokens ever since then. Again, that's if I was heavily in GALA, which I'm not. And again, that's not financial advice, but GALA is definitely not dead. I know it's a gaming token. There's a huge following for them. So once the bull market comes and that enthusiasm for AI tokens, gaming tokens, meme coins, all of that comes back into the market, that's when you'll see these tokens put in the 1,000 to 10,000% movements over the course of a couple weeks to a couple months. So that's all I have with GALA. If you're in GALA, definitely at these levels, these are buying opportunities. But again, that's not financial advice. Do what you want.
All right, that was that for GALA. And GALA, it is the gaming token. It used to power GALA ecosystems like blockchain gaming, NFTs, entertainment, music, film. At its all-time high of 82 cents, there was $39 billion into the token.
Oh.
Yeah, so but at this moment, we're currently looking at 176 million. Max supply, 50 billion. The circulating supply is 47.8 billion.
Okay.
So that's the numbers we're looking at currently. That was GALA for you guys.
One more thing with
Yes, go
GALA
ahead.
before you throw it over to me. I would look at to see when they're going to release the remaining circulating supply.
Ooh, okay.
Who's in control of that? Is that for the team, the creators, the builders, whatever it may be? Was there a vesting period? Just basically ask yourself, are they saving those tokens for when GALA goes back up to the moon to dump onto the market to create that cascade effect again? If that was even them originally, again, I would say you would have to go on Etherscan and do a deep dive with that. But I would just find out before investing in GALA, again, not financial advice, what are they doing with the remaining tokens? Who's in control of that? What's their plans with that? Probably would have to read through their white paper and dig a little bit to find out that information. But not financial advice, just things to think about for my fellow